Hello. What's going on, guys? How are we doing today? Just going live for a little bit. The day off. Happy, what day is it? It's not Columbus Day anymore, but freaking, I can't remember. Indigenous Peoples Day. So happy Indigenous Peoples Day. And thank you for giving me the day off. Work. That's not ridiculous, but just get my social media set up really quick. Today, we're gonna smoke a little Moonrock, watch this Theo Von Pressley interview. Pressley from Caleb Pressley from Barstool Sports. Fucking sorry. And then we'll work on our Vorkath task as well. Let's see here. We're at 188 kills, 23.4 mil GP collected total from this son of a bitch. Perfect though. Boom. Here we go.
Got brand new merch up on the TheoVonStore.com. They got the Rat King Racing over there. If you like racing, getting speeding tickets, or doing IndyCar, NASCAR. Hell, if you like to damn tickle your Uber driver, you like to tickle him down. I need to tickle my throat and get these dang words out, you know? But if you like to do all that, head on over there, TheoVonStore.com, and we got that racing gear for you. Today's guest is returning to the show for his second time. His life has changed a lot since then. When I met him, he was, living out of a trunk or something. Or not a trunk, I don't know where he was living. I don't know. He was alive, but he was probably, who knows, he could have been selling hair. He's a good man, I'll say that, and he hosts one of the most popular and unique shows in the universe, Sunday Conversations, and he's part of Barstool Sports, and he is one of a kind. I'm grateful to have him back now that his life has just really expanded so much. He's my friend, and I say that honestly, Mr. Caleb Pressley.
Shine that light on me. I'll sit and tell you my stories. Shine on me, and I will find a song I will sing it.
Caleb Pressley.
Theo Von.
I know.
Theo Von.
Caleb Pressley. Man, thanks for coming back. This is your second time coming on.
Yes, it is. I kind of finagled myself on the first time, but
Yeah,
it feels to be back for real.
It was awesome, man. It
Yeah.
was cool. Yeah,
Get
I know.
him, get him.
The producer at the time, Nick Davis, was like a huge.
Risk it for the biscuit. Got
He
it.
was like, you got it.
We do that. We do risk it for the biscuit over at home.
Right, he's doing well. He's still producing.
If you were like
podcasts and doing some of his own stuff and betting online
Yeah.
and spending time with his grandmother.
Yeah, well, as you should. They're probably betting together.
Oh, yeah, I think actually I did. One of the pics he sent me, I did see, I think, some slots in the back. So, yeah, what's going on, man?
Dude, I'm your neighbor.
Yeah, that's true, huh?
For a while.
You moved out here to Nashville. How's that been for you?
So
Nashville.
far, I haven't been here that much.
Mhm.
Fall's like the busiest time of
What
year.
did you Darren?
But I've liked it so far.
It's a lot of, like, they try to, I notice if you go downtown, you see a lot of fat stuffed in the boots.
Dude, I told you that. I was like, it's way fatter than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's all love, but there's a lot of fats out here.
Oh, there is.
And most on the female side, and I'm not even looking from a sexual perspective. Like,
Yeah.
they're just a lot of
A lot of fats.
They're on Broadway.
Oh yeah,
and they're fat.
They're thick, baby. They're thick, man.
They're thick.
Yeah, they changed it, man. But
Yeah.
because it is, they definitely fat has become more designer.
Yeah.
I think the Kardashians did that because they had that kind of desert fat, that ass.
Did you see the story that Kim apparently like cut her ass off? It's off now.
Wow. And did they do anything with the meat or whatever?
I think they had to have, but I don't know what they did with it. What would you have done with it?
Oh, I'm sure she gave it to blacks, man. If you've seen like a lot of her history,
Yeah.
she does a lot of stuff for like the African American community.
And you think they would reappropriate it or just eat it?
Oh, I don't know, dude. Look, I'll tell you this: if I got a half-pound Dashian ass in the mail, bro.
Yeah. I might sear it, but I might not cook the whole thing. You know?
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm leaving the middle rare.
Yeah.
I'll be honest, bro. I am, bro. And I think I'm eating it alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think.
Wow. Yeah, you might have to, dude. Honestly, candlelight dinner and you're gonna be hungry afterwards too. For dessert. And that's gonna be a hard meal to follow up.
Oh, that's gonna be a hard meal to follow up. Yeah, I don't know. That's crazy. I didn't know that they were cutting
David.
their butt.
Yeah, I think it's. I mean, I don't know if that's true. I saw it online.
Yeah,
So
could be true, dude. Probably Biden's doing it or whatever. Yeah, man, you're here. So what has that been like? Like, were you kind of like, what was kind of the idea with coming to Nashville? What was was there like a big goal behind it, or just?
Well, I lived in New York for like 5 or 6 years because that's
Wow,
where
really?
the Barstool headquarters is.
Oh yeah.
And I'm still with Barstool. Some people don't know if I am or not, but I am. And just because my show is just so, I'm not at the headquarters. They have like a headquarters in New York City where everyone goes in every day.
Yeah, I've been in there.
And actually, like a lot of the people who work for Barstool are not there anymore. But I was always there, and then I just left. And some people were like, "What? Are you gone?"
Yeah, people don't know sometimes.
But anyway, so I moved to Florida. COVID in New York City was ass.
Oh, dude, they were like, they got way too serious about it.
Well, also they didn't drop the prices.
Oh, damn.
You know, if you feel like you're being really serious about it, be like you give relief to some of your people.
Yeah, you think you discount people a little bit,
It could have just been my landlord,
right.
That's
true.
But anyway, so I got out of New York. It was just kind of crazy, and I was playing golf a lot at the time. I was like, and I dedicated my life to be a professional golfer.
I remember that.
Yeah, and anyway, so I moved to Florida to pursue that, and I was serious about it, as serious as you could possibly be.
And what did that entail? Like, would you get up in the morning and do golf?
Yeah. So
Do
this
golf.
is my whole thing. So during COVID, I played golf for the very first time.
Okay.
Because my whole life, and this is kind of like you, I
Bang.
try to convince you to come play with me. And this is kind of the same thing you say to me, is like, I would tell my friends, I don't want to hold you guys up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind coming, but like, I don't have any of my own clubs. You're going to have to buy my balls, tell me the rules. I'm going to stink. And it's going to just ruin y'all's time. And that's not what I'm trying to do.
Yeah, I don't want to be like looking for you, like waving from far away. And
Or if you guys are having a fun time, I don't want you to be like, oh, Caleb's still hitting, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But then finally during COVID, there's no other options. So then I was like, I guess.
Y'all want to roll this Moonrock up?
And so I played one time, and
Sheesh!
I was like, this is the best sport I've ever played in my life.
Shut up,
And
Cureleaf.
I grew up playing sports, football, basketball, whatever.
Yeah.
I was like, this is my favorite sport I've ever played. And then I was like looking around, I was like looking into it, and I was like, these guys who are professional golfers are not even that good of athletes. They don't seem to be.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fats.
Yeah, a lot of fats.
I seen a
dude.
couple of them on Broadway.
Oh, dude, I saw John Daly one night.
John
over
Daly.
on, I don't even know what it was, Jen, I think.
What a fucking guy.
And get carried out of a bar, get carried out of a restaurant.
Yeah.
Not even at a bar, dude.
What restaurant was it?
It was 1230 Club downtown.
Yeah.
Now look, it's a great establishment. It's the kind of place where you could have so much fun that you gotta have they gotta send an ambulance for you because your whole vibe is on fire. But yeah, they had some dudes carrying him out, and one dude firemen carried him.
Yeah. I keep on waiting for this to have a joke in it, but so far it seems pretty accurate to what happened.
Gonna use my
I just
Project Troll Grinder.
Videoing him. I didn't put it up because it felt kind of embarrassing, but
Yeah.
But the crazy thing was, I saw it happen again where they carried John Daly out of a place.
I mean, it probably happens to him pretty often.
Yeah, I think he's definitely become kind of like the cat. He's like the bag. He's the bag of clubs.
Dude, can you imagine having to carry him?
Oh, I can't even imagine.
You had to caddy him out, dude. So one time I was in this is like early on in my career, and I was trying to figure out what I was doing. Like, you know, I was working at Barstool trying to figure out what kind of content I was making, or like where was my lane. So I was just trying a bunch of different stuff. So one time, I love John Gruden. You remember the coach, John Gruden?
Oh, yeah.
You were on an email chain with him, weren't you?
I was on an email chain with him that I should not have been on. You know how I got on it.
Yeah.
You guys know each other.
All right, this is what I'm going to do. And this is when he was not coaching. He was
Before the celebrity.
I was like, I'm going to do a segment. And in hindsight and saying out loud, it sounds dumb. And it was.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm just going to find him.
Finding John Gruden.
Like, just find him. And there was no, like, find him and then I'm going to. It was like, I'm just going to find him. And so anyways, I was like doing all this research, talking to people who knew him. And so.
Just replying to Bucks fans' DMs.
Yeah, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna find this guy. Anyways, I ended up in Tampa, and they're like, his headquarters is in the Hooters, the original Hooters.
Oh, wow.
Like, that's where he runs his show from. That's where he shoots his show from. And so I was like, all right. So I went to the original Hooters. I was at the restaurant, and it's in Tampa, and I was eating. I was like, you guys seen John Gruden recently? And they're like, yeah, every day. I was like, well, where's his office? It's in here, right? They're like, oh, no, it's in corporate. I'm like, and that's corporate right across the street, across the parking lot.
Wow, so you're there, huh? And did you wear something nice? You just wore just regular clothes?
Yeah, I just wore regular clothes.
Wow, that's cool.
Early in my career.
Yeah.
I wasn't even at the close stage of your career. And I walked across the street, and I went into the corporate office, and I was like, I'm here to see John Gruden. And by the way, corporate office of Hooters.
Okay.
And
damn, bro. That's the corporate office, too, of the world when you think about it. It's the corporate office of every 11 and 12 and 13 and 14 and 15-year-old boy.
I mean, I still got my hat on.
Oh, yeah.
And this was, I didn't even know we were telling the story today. But anyway, so
baby, them tits, boy.
I also hosted the Hooters conference this year, or the pageant. We can talk about that later. But so I go in there, and I was like, I want to see John Gruden. They just took me back, like, take you to his office. He wasn't there, but his assistant gave me a tour. And he was like, what are you looking for him for? I was like, oh, I don't even remember what I said. Oh, I was here to see him, you know? And so show me around the office. This is where they shoot this. This is where he does this. And they're like, this is John Daly's room. And I was like, what do you mean John Daly's room? And they're like, and they open it up. It's like the Chronicles of Narnia, a wall that has a bunch of books, and you can push it open.
Yeah.
It was literally that. You push it open, and it was just a very small room, smaller than this room. And it had a mattress on the floor and a little putting thing. And I guess John Daly lives in there.
Oh, really?
inside John Gruden's office, inside the Hooters. And they say he parks his bus out back, and then whenever he just needs a place to be outside his bus, he goes in there.
Oh, wow. So he goes and stays in a bus also. Yeah, that's almost the most homeless shit you can do. I think. Like live in a Hooters and live in be in a bus. But I guess if you love living in a bus, dang. And so did it have like a sink or anything in there?
Yeah, I think it's probably just because people get so. I mean, if you're trying to carry him back,
yeah,
you don't want to walk up those stairs onto the bus. So sometimes it's probably just easier if it's a smaller person. He's at the restaurant with small people. Maybe he's eating Chinese or something.
Yeah,
it's take him right into lay him on the ground.
Damn, I can't believe that, dude. See, that's a good top secret way to go about business. A lot of businesses, I feel like, think too much. Like, let's put the business in this big business,
Applebee's.
Yeah, they're like, oh, every time you go in, everybody's doing Applebee's, bro. But it'd be crazy as fuck if you look under like a table or you move a booth and there's like a Marathon gas back in there. Or something.
Yeah, there's just a big computer, John Gruden Gmail.
Damn, dude, I wonder if that's where he was sending those wild emails from.
I don't even really know what he said, but apparently it was bad.
Dude, I got a wild story like that. So one time I went over there was some dudes, man, 2 white guys. One of them wasn't white. And we went over there, and it was about business, right?
Yeah.
So I go over there, and I'm ready for business or whatever. And it was like a business meeting. So anyway, they said, hey, it was in like the Hollywood Hills somewhere. Mm-hmm. And like, hey, do you know this is Jared Leto's house, right?
No way.
And I was like, really? This is Jared Leto's house? Mm-hmm. And so next thing you know, there's a bunk. They're like, you want to see something cool? And I'm like, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I'm here for business.
Yeah,
You
right.
know? So they open up like, it looks like a huge refrigerator door from
I'm here for
a
business.
initiative or something from Lost.
Yeah, right.
They open it up, and it's like a hallway from like the 1930s or something. His house was part of the property was a bunker, like a war bunker, that was like built into like a hill. And we walk back in there, bro. It's like walking back in time. You're like in like, it was like a 50s hospital or something. There's like a cafeteria, and that was insane, bro. There was like 70,000 square feet of bunker, and then like probably like a nice 4,000 square foot house, you know, like.
Yeah.
But the amount of bunker that he had, I can't even imagine, bro. If you
Wait,
just like,
I got 2 questions. One, do you think you're getting trouble for saying that?
I don't know, with who, the military?
Yep. Well, I didn't even think about them. Just
No.
with him. And 2, what business meeting was it?
I hope not. I don't think the military will care.
What kind of business meeting were you doing at Jared Leto's house?
I don't remember. It was like about.
Because, dude, I've heard some stories. I'm not sure it was a business meeting.
Really? I mean, he wasn't there.
Oh, really?
It was 2 other. He had a couple little land sharks there,
Yeah.
a couple, employees, coworkers.
You probably got to work your way up before you can even meet him or see him.
Well, years later, I met him.
Oh, really?
Yeah, now we're like, buddies, like not friends, but like, like text and say hey, and I see him at the UFC fights.
You watch his movie, Morbius?
I went to the premiere.
How was it?
I don't think those are my kind of movies, you know?
Well, me neither. I didn't see it for that reason. I'm actually a huge fan of his, but
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
And I didn't like bats, you know? We didn't have a lot of, I don't think we had a lot of bats growing up around our area. And so I didn't really know anything about bats. And so I think a lot of it, I was trying to just figure out what bats, get the whole concept of it. You
Like,
know,
what
it's
are
kinda-
they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's-
Why are they?
Yeah. Yeah.
Dude, I'll tell you a movie you would hate.
What?
Batman.
Oh, yeah.
Have you seen that? Dude, the whole thing, I don't want to spoil it, the whole thing's like bat-centric.
Oh.
You probably get some more explanation and clarity on like what it is, but you really probably would not like it at all.
You know, there's shit you can light it on fire. That's what I read somewhere. The bat droppings or whatever. You can light it on fire.
That's just a myth. I don't know I don't know. That could be true.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah. But I wonder if John Gruden works in there, that little bunker. That would have been crazy if he was in there.
Do you think they have a staff in there?
I don't know, man. I mean, I know he like his band, they do like some pretty wild parties.
Yeah.
Bring up a 30 Seconds to Mars party. I think it's called 30 Seconds to Mars.
You just kind of hear stories about. I mean, I don't know. I've never met him, and it seems like kind of a different life than definitely I live, and probably you too. Is what they're kind of doing.
He's very
him.
beautiful. He kind of embodies like woman, man, and child in one. You almost don't know if you want to put him on a school bus or like,
Here we go.
he seems like he's always in a wedding.
We'll do another kill, and then we'll earn that
I
blow.
don't know why.
Throws an odd.
Do you know what I'm saying, or no?
Parties.
Jared Leto looks crazy, huh?
Him and his brother. He's from Louisiana.
Dude, there's nothing like just it gives you the feel of a concert, like reading an article. I'm like trying to
Get
read
a
this
damn
paragraph.
JPEG, love.
No, I've seen though. I mean, it's
Yeah, they
he's-
do some exotic.
Well,
things
he's
out
like,
there.
a cult leader and stuff like that, or accused of it. And I don't know if that's.
I don't think
know-
it's bad.
Yeah, about to say I don't even know if accused maybe is a harsh word. Like he's like someone made a rumor and he was an awesome cult leader. I don't know.
First of all, if I'm a cult leader, good for me. I feel like, right?
Yeah.
I hate how they're always like, oh, this fucking cult leader, or
Yeah.
whoever, or like whoever it is, Billy Graham or like Mike Lindell or whoever these people are, like the guy that did the XFL, all that shit. But it's like, I'm in.
Wait.
If I'm a cult leader, I'm fucking, let's do it.
Yeah. What would you do for your cult? What would you have them do? Or what do they need? What do someone needs to do? Like once they're in, how do you maintain your membership?
I think sex mostly. It
Yeah.
seems like.
It seems like you're right on the same page as pretty much everyone else, I think.
I mean, the only reason you get into a cult, I feel like, is probably for some kind of light sex, I don't know. We had a guy one time on here who beat what's that disease? He has like a disease or something. He can't talk. He had a stutter, and he was in that XMV cult.
Yeah.
XIV, the one that they busted the guy.
Really?
Yeah.
What happened with his stutter?
It went away. They cured it though. So
really?
that
Did it come back after, or?
No, he didn't have it when I saw him.
Really?
You know, it could have flared up later. I don't know. But I just believe if there's enough people around you, fucking dude, it can heal diseases. I think.
Do you see that story about? Have you been watching House of Dragons, the new Game of Thrones
I watched
show?
the first one and I couldn't understand what was going on, so I'm gonna start over.
They said, I just read an article. It was like they have a scene. It was in a brothel. Again, no spoilers. There's a scene where they're in a brothel, and the main actress was like, they had extras in there who met each other that day, who had to 69 for 14 hours on set.
Really? Okay. This is my question for you then, man. If you're throwing out some real gas out here, would you rather be the person on the top or on the bottom, you think?
Bottom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of relaxing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're chilling.
Yeah.
You could rest. I bet they made them switch like every half hour.
But no, it's continuity. Yeah. You get deep into editing. You find
Good word.
You had to stay exactly the same spot. Yeah. And probably doing the same thing, too.
Oh.
It's not a joke, dude. They probably had to literally, because they're doing the same shot over and over, and they have to have, they switch angles. The people in the back have to be doing the same thing. So if you're doing this, and you got to do the same speed, 12 hours.
69 is for children. I think it's hard. The older you get, it's harder to do.
Yeah.
You know?
I love
I'm
69.
almost 69. Not children. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Well,
of people who want to fuck that or
Yeah,
whatever
like-
age. They're both cool with it.
18.
Yeah.
In most states.
Yeah. Dude, we shot a TV show one time, and it was like there was this party scene, and the guy who was
Welcome.
remember that song? It was like climbing the stairway to heaven. So there's a party at that. We shooting at that guy's house, right?
Yeah.
I think it was that guy. And
27, bro. Come on.
they had people like fucking doing sex at the party. They hired them.
Right.
So they were supposed to be in the background having fun, just having sex.
Right.
So we're just been doing this acting all day, this scene and stuff, and finally it gets on in the evening, and then those actors get there, and they're just like, they just start. The guy be like, all right, move over here, fucking. And balloons. The last person, some guy was supposed to be blowing up balloons. So you're like, okay, one here, yup,
Double
fucking
handle.
balloons, and then the scene would start, and these people were just, and the one of them had been like, I just came from fucking somewhere else, and I was like, damn. They just travel. Those types of people just travel, and that's their life, you know.
Do you think you'd be able to do that if you had you're getting into acting a little bit, aren't you? A little thinking about it, or?
Yeah.
So do you think that you'd be able to do that? You think you'd be able to? No. What would you say if that was a big part of your script?
I would say, look, man, I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna make any promises, and I think we should have an alternate ending to this scene.
Yeah.
Because my whole life I've never been a great, you know, that's not been like, I'm good like when the guy walks to the ring
Yeah.
and the music's playing, dude,
Yeah.
and they're checking him down, and the big black guy shows up and pats him down or
Yeah,
whatever.
But that's before foreplay.
Yeah, but I'm good at that. I'm good at fucking let's be ready.
Yeah.
We ready. I'm good at all the
getting
intros
hurt.
and everything. It's just once it starts, I think sometimes it's just too much. I don't know if it's the viscosity or what it is. And then but I'm just not a distance runner. I'm more of a shot put.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm getting hit so hard by that
That's the
shit.
Olympics. And people can make careers off that. I don't think it's good ones. I think you probably have to have another one as well.
That's true.
But still.
You're lucky to have background on like a Campbell's Chunky Subat, I think, in your.
You might actually be in that scene that we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Welcome to Ball Fall, they're calling it. That's what they're calling it because fall, winter.
We
No,
don't
yeah,
answer
the-
anybody. And he was just awesome, dude.
Why would I do that right in the middle of the fucking
Kind of a
Vorkath?
man crush on him, I guess.
Like
He was the coolest.
young Rush Limbaugh of the outdoors, you know.
You
Yeah,
pay
Rush
attention to what I'm doing.
Hills and little Jimmy likes to hunt,
Yes.
you know.
He is like, and the
Just
reason I was
kill him
talking about
already.
Jimmy is just because he has all these qualities.
Yeah.
But like you said, he'll be successful.
Some people don't even know you're gone sometimes. That's what it feels like. So I feel like fortunate that I'm here. Sees the owls.
Always go over there to get like a little burrito after.
Doing so
I
far.
like going
And
to.
I was-
Yeah.
I mean, I worked out with him today, this morning. Competition.
Dang. Yeah.
Why is that?
I think probably. Well, Rogan got everybody in.
I mean, that
Rogan
bad.
like merged like these two worlds, right?
Right.
So that's where that like symbiosis happened.
Right.
And after that, you have everybody that kind of like you see
going on,
somebody
guys? How you doing?
and you're like, I want to be involved in this.
I mean, it
want
seems
this.
cool.
Oh, it's good, man.
I did it for like my my senior project in high school.
You went and did it?
Yeah, you had to do something. I think I did MMA, which is the same thing.
Yeah, that's the same thing.
But I was a beginner MMA, so you have to start at jiu-jitsu, I think.
Right.
We started
well-
doing wrestling.
Right. I think
Side control. That's all I remember.
MMA is mixed.
Okay, so I earned this. We're gonna spark this up now, but that's 192 Vorkath kills with 23.9 million GP collected thus far. 5 Vorkath heads, 9 plate skirts, dragon plate skirts. That's dope. I get a lot of plate skirts. I've gotten 2 dragon plate leg drops. F you Vork, we're getting paid, bud.
martial arts.
Yeah.
So that's when they have kickboxing and wrestling.
We didn't get into any of the kickboxing.
Yeah,
stuff.
we didn't either.
Yeah.
We just stayed in wrestling.
But it was good. Like it's kind of weird because I would go when I was 18, so I was like, there's some old dudes in there, and you know they're big and they're stronger than you, and they're like real sweaty. Well, they're more sweaty. I don't know. Old guys are sweatier than young guys, and that part of it turned me off a little bit. But I did like the physical component of kind of just exerting yourself. I worked out with, you know, Will Compton.
Yeah.
I mean, I worked out with him today, this morning. We work out sometimes in Nashville. He lives here, and I don't have like really a workout schedule at all. And so we'll do like a little kind of an easy workout. But this morning we did like conditioning, which I never did. Like when I stopped playing football, I was like, dude, I'm never doing anything athletic again for the rest of my life.
Really?
I was like, I'm never working out. Like this is the stupidest thing. Like I've worked out so hard. For
I need to upgrade my my house.
And I did it for a while, and you start feeling real bad. You know?
Big time.
Anyways, I started doing it. I'm pretty much still feeling bad,
Yeah, you got to start feeling good.
but we did conditioning this morning. I felt so much better after doing a conditioning than just lifting weights. And I asked Will, I was like, why do you think it feels so much better to do conditioning? He's like, well, you just go kind of like you can really exert yourself hard as you can. I feel like that's kind of the same thing with wrestling. That you can't like half-ass wrestling to get your ass beat.
Right.
So there's something to that. It makes your brain feel better at least a little.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about, but I like going to
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was just saying I said all that, but then I realized about conditioning. I didn't try my hardest at all.
yeah, I was like, what if I'm not trying?
Yeah,
that
I wasn't. Conditioning sucks.
hard? Conditioning does suck, dude. And then the only thing I realize I'm conditioning before I get back home, and it's just me again. You know, like
Yeah.
now I'm just alone again, dude. I guess I'll make a taco. You know, it's like, gosh, man.
Yeah, we always go get this place in Nashville. It's called 8th and Roast, and we always go over there to get like a little burrito afterwards.
Oh, yeah.
And we have a hard day of conditioning. We up our burritos to 2,
Oh, dude.
so we only have 1. But like today, we had 2 burritos each.
Bro, all you need is some boots. Now I'm telling you, dude.
She goes, do you like asparagus?
Nashville, baby, where they
Exactly.
They just want to, how much fat can I get in this boot?
Yeah.
How much fat can I get in this boot?
Do you like Nashville? Like, are you gonna stay here for everything?
Here's one thing I realized. The people in Nashville are awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome people. A lot of unique folks passing through town.
Yeah.
Some of the best gas station hangs.
Yeah.
You
I go get coffee every morning at a gas station.
Oh, bro, you hit some of these gas stations, you need to
That's
go
good.
during owl hours, bro, when the fucking owls are out. They got 2 owls land over there at night.
Yeah.
And there's a guy out there, and he sees the owls. He tells you and then you owe him money, apparently, right?
That's a twice daily.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's that twice daily, baby,
Yeah.
that tiger mark.
Uh-huh.
So, dude, over there, bro, that dude fucking, you got to pull up just before he sees those owls if you want to fucking do it on the cheap. But I love that kind of shit, you know. I love that. It's kind of like, it still has some values to it.
Definitely.
It's a big town.
Yes.
That's what it feels like. So I feel like fortunate that I'm here. I don't know if I'll stay here forever. I don't know yet. I think if I had me a wife or something, maybe if I got a wife, then I would consider staying somewhere. But until I get a wife, dude, I think I'm just a rolling stone.
It is kind of hard to decide. Like, I'm the same way as you in terms of, I could live anywhere.
Right.
Because my work's on the road.
Yeah.
Like, for my show, for Sunday Conversation, I go to the guest. So as long as there's an airport, I could live anywhere. But then you're like, I could live anywhere. And then you got to decide where you want to live. And you try a new city and you make a bunch of friends. And you're like, see y'all. I'm going to go try somewhere else where I don't know anybody. That's what I think about this town.
Oh,
and
yeah.
y'all.
Damn, yeah, because some people, some people don't know some people don't even know you're gone sometimes, you know? People, it's like, yeah, it is hard to choose. I feel sometimes I get so angry you can only live in one place at one time.
Right?
Yeah.
That shit pisses me off.
But then there's guys like Jimmy John, who we both know.
Yeah.
Who, like, I talked to him this morning because he was saying he had lunch with you.
Yeah, we went and had lunch the other
Or
day.
that late lunch, the dinner. And he literally is in a different city every day.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, how do you do this? Like, don't you ever want to just be at your house? And he said something like,
Jimmy
I
John.
can't remember what it was. He was like, I'm not going to let the old creep in or something like that. This is not a dry run. Like, this is the real deal, and I'm going till I can't go.
Yeah.
But I get tired sometimes.
Yeah, I get tired pretty easy, man. That guy has like 1 million horsepower engine. That guy's 1 million horsepower.
Built different.
Yeah.
Huge dog in him.
Yeah.
Two dogs.
Yeah, man. I think guys like that would have been great at almost anything they tried to do.
100,000%.
Some people are just like, you meet them, you're like, oh, they'd be great at whatever. Like, no matter what they did, they would have figured it out.
Little Jimmy.
Oh, Jimmy John's nephew?
Yes.
Now, this young fella is let's use a word to describe little Jimmy.
It's big. Genius. He's like, and for people who don't know Jimmy John, I mean, I know you had him on your show, but like, he's just
You
the
had him on your
most.
show?
I had him on my show too. Your show probably gave him a more insight to his real personality, but he's just like, he has an engine. He's super charismatic.
Yeah. Pull up some pictures of, I don't know if we can get it. We'll
Or
put
an
him in
article,
after.
at least. Yeah. But he's super charismatic. He's super likable immediately.
Yeah.
He's super. You feel he's accessible. Like, he's not like I mean, he's obviously a billionaire, but he's not like some type of person that you feel like you can't talk to him about anything.
You mean John? Big
Jimmy John. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
But then also at the same time, he is his attention to detail and how smart he is and how much he's thoughtful by everything. And I think Lil Jimmy seems to be the kind of the same way, which is kind of crazy because how old is Lil Jimmy? 13?
I don't know. Yeah.
He's
13 or
at
12.
this camp, and I don't want to share too much of his details. I think he got his first kiss at the camp.
He did. He also motorboated himself for a little while, which I thought was. I mean, look.
Oh no!
Yes, I saw the video, and I didn't see it because I wanted to see it. I wanted to make sure everybody was okay. But yeah, he did. He motorboated himself. Cool kid. But yeah, that kid. Yeah, little Jimmy. I didn't know who we were talking about. Little Jimmy is like this, like spitfire kind of. He's kind of like a kind of young Rush Limbaugh of the outdoors, you know.
Yes.
But Rush ate pills, and little Jimmy likes to hunt.
Yes.
You know.
He is like, and the reason I was even talking about Big Jimmy is just because he has all these qualities where like you said, he'll be successful at anything he tries.
Yeah.
And you look at Lil Jimmy and you're like, this kid's going to either be the president of the United States or he's going to be in jail.
Yeah.
And we told him that. It's like, bro, you got to choose.
Yeah,
you know, like you're a walking legend already. But you
president or prison, baby.
Yeah.
That'd be good for children. President or prison. You get to interview the kid.
Yeah, or just like a new line of Hillary Clinton shirts. You know?
Bro, how crazy. People forget that Bill Clinton he was University of Arkansas. When you think that they went to University of Arkansas, that's the craziest part for me.
I was thinking this morning because I saw, because the Monday Night Football stuff with Peyton Manning.
Mm-hmm.
And the Manning family, how they have their whole thing with, like, they got obviously Peyton and Eli, and then the brother, they got the young kid who's coming up who's supposed to be the best quarterback ever, and then they got the dad. They basically have their own, like, mafia. They're like their football mafia.
Yeah.
And, like, you hear, like, whispers and stories. Like, they are like the football mafia. Like, they want your show shut down, that thing's shut down.
Yeah.
Or if they want your show to go, that thing goes.
Yeah. Yeah, they got a lot of pull. They've always had that in New Orleans growing up, and they had Cooper, the third brother.
Yeah.
And he was like, he sold insurance or something. Mm-hmm. But he'd have a commercial like, I'll throw a policy over this fucking mountain. You know, he'd have like that kind of stuff, you know.
You did crash that car.
Yeah.
And his family's like, yeah, you did.
Yeah, you did, man. How was whenever Aaron Rodgers came through, how was that? Was that pretty, what was that like?
He was the coolest. So we probably had 30 or 40 guests on my show. He was the number one coolest dude that I didn't know what to think about. I mean, I had you on the show, but I had met you a bunch of times before. He was the coolest guy that I just didn't know what I was going to get. He could not have been.
Way to tell you out. Better than dying.
Huge house. We did a Lake Tahoe at this golf tournament. And this is actually a good story. So I have like bookers. That's how I get my show. Most of the time. Sometimes I'll know the person, or sometimes they'll hit me up, or I'll hit them up on like Instagram. But most of the times, it's a woman named Kelly, and another woman named Peggy from our booking department who like put everything together. So Peggy books Aaron Rodgers on my show, and we get a list. I don't know how it is for your pod, but it's like I get a list of like, would you be interested in these people?
Yeah, same.
And I always just circle like the best ones. I just only like Aaron Rodgers, Tom Brady, you know, and I never get any of them.
Yeah.
Or at least I hadn't got any of them in the past. And then I got a message or email was like, hey, Aaron Rodgers will do your show. And I was like, no way, really?
Keywords
There's
died.
going to be 2 months from then at the Lake Tahoe golf tournament. Because she's on like a Greek vacation or something.
Got it.
So we get to the tournament, and we're out there. And Lake Tahoe, I don't know if you've been, but it's a hard place to get to. You got to fly to Reno. You got to fly across country, fly to Reno, and then drive to Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
And so we're out there. It's not an easy place to get to.
Beautiful drive. Yeah,
it is awesome.
Horrible place to go.
And then I hit up Peggy, and I was like,
Reno's bad.
Reno's growing.
Reno's growing.
Reno's growing. And
dude, Reno's the only city I wouldn't donate blood in, dude, honestly, because I felt bad about leaving it there.
Really? It just get like it's just a lot of cigarette smoke. Is honestly the only thing I even think about Reno. I just think about how many cigarettes have been smoked inside there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we got stuck in a casino one night there, and they found a body behind some of the machines in there. Me and
Alive?
No, not alive. They found a not alive guy behind some of the machines.
Did they even pick it up?
Yeah, they got him out of there, dude. But anyway, go on, your story.
Sorry, yeah. I
so you
sidetracked.
get up there. It's tough to get up there.
It's tough to get there, anyways. And so say the shoot's on a Tuesday. I don't really remember. The shoot's on like a Tuesday, and it's Monday. Yeah. And we're like, what time and where does this thing happen? And then Peggy, our booker, is like hitting up his agent or whatever, and it's like, we're gonna get back to you. He's doing this, doing that.
I need to upgrade my house.
Like, we're gonna be honest with you. We haven't talked to Aaron in 2 months. The agent, he doesn't answer any of our calls. Like Aaron Rodgers.
Dang, it's like you guys are the Packers offensive coordinator.
Yeah, right. Like he just lives in his own existence. Like he just is he's in this lane or this like wave that he just riding. Yeah. And that's kind of how you feel when you're around him. He's just kind of like, he's just on his own wavelength. And he just didn't talk to his agent for 2 months. So I'm out there, I'm like, what am I going to do? And actually shout out to big Pat McAfee.
That's awesome.
Who worked at Barstool. And I was like, Pat, I hate to call in a favor ever. And I don't know how I could repay you, especially you've got, freaking $2 billion now and all the access in the world. He's on every show. But I was like, here's a situation. Rodgers agreed to do the show. It's not like I'm asking you to ask Rodgers to do it. He said he would do it.
Right.
But we just don't know where he's at. We can't locate him.
Mystery.
And so Pat talked to Rodgers, who he responded to Pat, and he was like, show up at his house at this time tomorrow. So we get in there. The whole time we're with him, he doesn't have shoes on the whole time. Yeah. And he's just like,
that's a move right there.
He just I don't even know how to explain it. He's just cool. Like he's old fashioned cool. Like you're around him like, this is a cool guy. And he was awesome on the interview. And then
did he give y'all sodas or anything?
He had a full staff. He had like a full Like they made us drinks. We had went out the night before, and I think I was like a little hungover, and he was like, "You need a drink?" Like, I think he saw it in my eyes, like, "You want a drink?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'll take a drink." So the staff like made me like a margarita, and we did the interview. It was awesome, and then we hung out, me, him, and Glenny Balls, for like 7 hours. No. Yeah, just sitting on his porch talking. And I asked him every question. I mean, I don't want to like go too much into it, but I asked him every question that you could think of asking. Like off the record, what do you think of this? And he was super transparent, honest, answered every question. Questions you can't even believe would be answered by anybody. And he was just awesome, dude. He was just, I kind of have a man crush on him, I guess. I don't know. That's what it's sounding like. I think he's just a stud. He's just really a stud.
Okay. And is he handsome? Does he seem handsome when you're around him?
I think he's traditionally probably, I think he's in the upper tiers of handsome, but I think he would probably say he's beyond. He's like a Beyond Burger for handsome. Like but he's the real deal.
Damn.
You don't think about him being attractive when you're with him. You think about like this is just like a. I'm a football fan too, so like you know what he's done on the field, and like you know how good he is at what he does. Yeah. And then just so how he could be that cool too, and be on your own lane. He's super authentic. Or he is now. I mean, I don't know how he used to be
Before the ayahuasca.
or before his whole like. I mean, I think he's went through a lot of stuff. Yeah, everyone
Right.
knows
He's
about it.
he seems like a
Close.
journeyman. He seems like a man who's almost traveled time now when I look at him.
Yeah, and he probably has.
When you left him that day, did you feel like, did you miss him?
Yeah, I texted him right afterwards, and I was like, I saw like a vaccination sign, like must be vaccinated. I said, you can't come here, you know. He just texted back like, immunized, bro. You know. And Glenny Balls feels the same way. He's Glenny Balls gonna kill me for saying this. He's Glenny Balls' background on his phone. Him and Glenny Balls like this is Glenny's background on his phone.
I think it's sweet, man. You know, it's hard to find good male figures out there in the world these days.
Especially athletes too, because it's been for a long time. Like, I mean, you're a huge sports fan, and so am I. It's like, for pretty much our whole lives, athletes haven't been able to, while they're playing especially, just like say wild shit and be like really good and have thought behind it. I mean, you hear some guys say some wild shit,
Yeah.
but it's like they just didn't think about it. They accidentally said it.
Right.
But he's like, I don't care. And you know, his fan base is
Not hitting
every
as
type of
hard.
person, every demographic, probably from multi countries, and he just saying his truth, and it's kind of cool. That's what's so cool
That's
about
cool,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
It seemed like he's like a 6-shooter. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled out a 6-shooter.
Same. Yeah, I mean, he is.
And he just shot a bunch of fucking cool-ass fucking ideas in the world. No bullets.
I wonder what he'll do after football.
Ooh.
That
Did he talk about ayahuasca?
When I was with him, it was before his announcement that he had done it.
Right.
And he was like, I'm about to say something. He told me, I'm about to do this announcement. It's going to be pretty controversial. And I'm an idiot. And I was like, what is it? He's like, well, just that I've been using a little plant medicine. And I was like, bro, we all know.
Smoke a pot.
I told him, I was like, dude, everyone knows that you've fucking taken ayahuasca. He's like, you think? I was like, everyone knows, dude. Trust me. It's like, that won't even make a blip on the news.
Zero.
And he says it was like every news story. I was like, dude, no one cares. Everyone knows. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. Because Aubrey Marcus invited me to go. I was supposed to go on that trip when they went.
And you didn't go?
I had a show booked somewhere.
Getting spanked.
It was in, I think, Tulsa. And it had been sold out for like 4 months. I just felt like I couldn't. I mean, I could have maybe sent a mass email to those people. It said like, hey guys, I'm thinking about doing this, you know. I don't know, but if like 50 of them said no, we wanted to see the show, I probably would have done the
You
show.
could send him. Dude, honestly, if you would have live streamed you and Aaron doing ayahuasca, they'd probably been okay.
Yeah, I should have. Yeah, if I could have sold tickets to that, dang. Yeah, man.
But he was. I mean, I don't know if I butchered talking about it, but he is as cool of a guy as I've ever met in any walk of life. Just very, very cool to be around.
No, I think it's interesting, man.
Like the
Because
longest kill
it's
ever.
kinda like he's
323. Like,
he seems a little bit
wow.
like he doesn't seem like a company man. That's what I
No.
like about him.
No, I could see how he'd be frustrating to play with, or definitely to coach.
Yeah.
You would, but at this point in his career, you
Like
don't.
trying
he
to coach a
doesn't-
rat.
Welcome, bud.
You don't want to coach him. A smart one.
Yeah.
who's probably better at being a Rattler than you are.
Yeah. I don't understand how any good quarterback has a quarterback's coach who was not a good quarterback.
Yeah, but I'd say
now has
most
to
of them didn't
work.
even play ever. Like, there's a lot of the best, but a lot of the best coaches didn't play football at all. I don't want to say a lot of them. There's I'm trying to think the guy's name who was at the Georgia Tech, Paul Johnson, I think, who ran that triple option. And, like, no one could stop Georgia Tech running triple option.
Wow.
He never even played a down of football in his entire life.
Dang.
He just, like, wrote up some stuff.
He just liked options.
Like, tell me, what's Saban's football background?
I don't think he played anywhere. Can we look that up?
I mean, Bill Belichick, like, what?
What Saban owned like a Subway or something? Like, this is crazy. What? Yeah, Belichick, I don't know. He looked like he probably worked at a factory somewhere. Oh, he played at Kent State. Who didn't? Saban played defensive back at Kent State University upon his graduation in 1973. He had intended to pursue a career in automotive sales until the Kent State head coach Don James, 2 names for 1, hired him as a graduate assistant. Wow.
Now he's Nick Saban. That's a bad dude.
He could have been Nick Sedan. That would have been crazy, right?
Nick Saban sedans.
Could you imagine? That's crazy.
I wouldn't buy a car for him in a million years.
I mean, I know a lot of fucking Mississippi State fans would.
Would you? What do you think? I think that you'd probably be pretty good in that lane.
Slinging vehicles?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
What's up, my boy? How you doing,
Some of
Roadkill?
those dudes are rich.
Yeah, but you have to be the owner to be rich, I think. Otherwise, you just end up smoking and going to AA meetings.
Yeah, true.
How you doing tonight?
Yeah, that you end up in Reno.
Economy seat to Reno.
Dude, Reno, yeah. God, Oh, I will tell you this. We were there one time, huge snowstorm hit. A bunch of chicks, like, all our shows got canceled. We had to stay there for 4 days.
Yeah.
And 2 buses of, like, co-eds, like, chicks for, like, going to their sorority ski trip. They couldn't go up the mountain, so they had to stay there. And we dropped them all. Literally, me and my buddy Jamie Lissa were sitting at the bar like, man, our lives suck. And fucking 250 women roll in.
That's a movie.
Hear me twice.
Sex, bro.
Really?
Spence, what's up, my guy?
Let's go.
Nonsense, we're always listening to your music on the stream, bro.
Brief sex.
I feel like the celebrities here.
Some wrestling.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check my audio in a second.
Tag somebody in.
What's your out of all the?
I know what I did.
Out of
I'm gonna
all
have
the
to fix
places
it.
you've been, what's your favorite weird city? Like favorite place? Like you wouldn't want to live there probably, but like I just love going there.
Man, I really wanted to get to spend a little bit more time up in Portland, Maine.
Really?
Yeah, it's like such a surprise that it's there. Because you think it's a lot of people out there fucking, who've lost their eyeballs and shit, out there, people out there just, a lot of people that, hate people that go to Burning Man but wish they would watch Burning Man videos at home as a family.
Yeah.
Like that kind of shit, But dang, there's just something about it, dude. The
Pet drop.
just fucking
It is
pushes
cool. I
Pet
like it.
drop's coming,
you
buddy.
out of the streets.
One of the first things I did at Barstool was like a travel show. It was like the Barstool travel show, and didn't really take. I don't know why. Well, I'm probably about to say why. So we had an episode in Portland, Oregon.
Oh yeah.
And so we went out and shot a lot of stuff there. But like we had some stuff planned. We went to like an RV sale, and we got kicked out of there. We just didn't get enough stuff for the whole episode. And we liked our whole season of episodes. They're probably like 10 minutes a piece, 15 minutes a piece. But this one probably had like 5 solid minutes, 6 solid minutes. And so we just took a
Pet drop's coming.
we took a flight we were in New York, like a quick flight to Portland, Maine. We shot the rest of the episode and just never said anything about it.
Really?
Like you watch the Portland episode, it's like half of it's in Maine, half of it's in Oregon.
Damn, bro.
We just never mentioned it.
Dang, bro. Like just welcome to Portland.
Yeah.
Dude, that's wild.
One time we had an Antifa thing, and then you're eating a lobster. Next minute.
Like, wonder who this lobster's voting for. Yeah, damn. Dude, I wish they had black lobsters. Those things would be fucking gangbangers, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
In the ocean, dude, if they had some fucking black lobsters. Everybody deals with the Sunday scaries. You know what they are.
Out of control.
Those moments where you're like, dang, Monday's lurking right around the corner. Dang, Michael Monday Myers over there. just eating candy and ready to chop. It's dangerous like that. That's the Sunday scaries. They're those oh shit moments. Oh shit. Gotta do my homework. Gotta, you know, look, see my
Bang,
children,
bang.
see my stepdaddy, whatever. Get a job. Well, I don't relax well, I'm telling you that. And with my crazy life, it's hard to shut off my brain.
Dragon plate skirt.
All week. I'll be on Tuesday talking about Sunday. People say, dang, sit down, buddy. Have a cold water. And I don't sleep well, so you know what helped?
Spence, I just changed the setting that I had messed with earlier. Do I sound better now? I had set a custom audio device with the camera on top of putting a mic, so I think that might be better. Ooh, go. Big G's in the chat. I don't think we have the food to do another one. And I gotta get off here soon. I gotta get ready. I'm supposed to do 3 to 6, but I changed my mind. Way better. Awesome. Okay, bro. Yeah, that was goofy. I mean, I don't even know why I had set that setting like that. It just made sense at the time. Just messing with things. How you been, bro? I haven't seen you in a long time. We got that snap story going, but I feel like we're both so busy working all the time. Grind out that elite void, he says. I know. I have to. Armadillos are so easy. I also need to go get a fire cape. I have a lot of stuff I need to go do. And I just feel like, I don't know, learning how to do fire cape and grinding out void on stream wouldn't be that fucking dope to watch. But I need to get over that and just start doing stuff. Do you have any new songs that I should play on here, bro? I might be able to get one more kill in. Smoking on Moonrock. Yum yum. Going for a long time. Boom, boom, boom. Nothing released yet. Ooh, got some fire being cooked up. I want to play. I have a favorite song. Big shouts out Non-Spence. Seriously, you guys should go check out his music. He's in the chat right now. We're being graced by a celebrity. ATM at the moment. The good ATM. Well, they're both pretty decent, right? Lolsy. Alright, so damn, there's a lot. Not new stuff, huh? Spaced. I love this one. Finishing up an album. Where can we get the album, bro? Where are you gonna release it at? Are you on Spotify or? Drop on everything, including Spotify. Fuck yeah. I just asked I use YouTube Music, and I can't always get everything official, per se. I used Spotify before that, Apple Music before that. I wanted to try everything. I've been happiest with YouTube Music though, because I listen to some funky stuff and you can always get it. Spotify is kind of tough with that. Oops. I think my shit on YouTube Music. Yeah, it is. When I like it from my computer, the reason I like YouTube Music, when I like it on my computer, it's like available in my car immediately. You know what I mean? Like, it's already on a playlist on my liked stuff. Before, like, computer to car was a nightmare. You had to like burn a fucking CD. The future's beautiful. Oh no! Diamond bolt switch. Strange. Keep overeating. Turns on true tile. Okay. Yeah, that's killing me. I don't even know where I really am. You see me? I go left and forward to like make a grid to find out where I actually am standing. I didn't even realize that was a thing. True tile. Thank you. There. .349. That was a long kill. The deeper the blunt I get, the longer the kills take. What are the chances, huh? Beauty. No pet drop, huh? We'll get there soon. Alright. KC. Vorkath. Let's see what the game says. 205. Weird. Very weird. My loot counter says 196. We're actually at 205. That's interesting. 196, 24.5 mil cash. I got my pet at 276 or something. That'd be very cool. I don't even know if I expect the pet. I'll be real freaking excited when it drops though, bro. That'd be amazing. I do have to get off though. Thank you for stopping by, Spencer. I really appreciate it, bud. I got some stuff going on tonight. I gotta go get ready. Seriously, thank you guys for tuning in. I'll be doing more Vorkath probably tomorrow throughout the day. I got the day off. So maybe 6 p.m. I'll be able to get on. I want to finish this Slayer task on stream. I'm at 136 left. Hopefully we get the pet by the time this task is done. That'd be incredible. Fuck yeah. Much love, Spencer. Seriously, bro. I appreciate you tuning in, man. We love your music on the stream. Appreciate the lack of copyright on the majority of it, bro. Seriously. Alright, much love, guys. Have a good night.